Good nutrition is indispensable for growth and development of our children, but for us as adults, for our continuous health and well being. The question is, how much do we really understand or know about nutrition? Join us in NutriMD. We have invited experts, scientists, doctors, and nutritionists to explain nutrition, to explain what nutrients can and cannot do. Join us in NutriMD. The birth of a child is a wonderful gift. The main goal of an attending physician is to deliver the baby safely and to make sure that the mother is free from life-threatening complications. Natural spontaneous delivery is the preferred method of delivery. However, when complications occur during the process of childbirth, CS or cesarean section delivery can be a life-saving intervention for both mother and child. Our guest for today's episode is Dr. Maria Imelda Bilen Vitug Salas, a pediatric gastroenterologist at the Makati Medical Center and Asian Hospital and Medical Center. Dr. Vitug Salas is an author of local and international publications on gastrointestinal pediatric diseases, ranging from Crohn's disease, H. pylori infection, Prader-Willi syndrome, to common gastrointestinal infections among children. Dr. Maribel Vitug Salas, welcome to NutriMD. It is a pleasure to have you with us, Doctor.
Good day to you. It's such a pleasure to join you to talk about optimizing a child's health from birth onwards. I hope to impart knowledge to our viewers on how improving a child's nutrition from birth may impact his growth and development.
With the rising incidence of CS or cesarean section deliveries, does delivery mode make a difference to the long-term health and well-being of a newborn child?
Type of delivery of these infants may impact their health and wellness. Studies show that those who are born via cesarean section have a higher risk of developing immune-related diseases such as your asthma, allergies, and in particular your atopic eczema, as well as metabolic disorders such as overweight and obesity, which may lead to diabetes later in life. The mode of delivery of a baby can have a significant effect on the development of the gut microbiome. We all have our own microbiome, which some of you may term as good bacteria. So this collection of microorganisms form the child's gut microbiome, which lays the foundation for the development of a healthy immune system. The microbiome now of a cesarean-born infant was found to be different from that of an infant born via normal delivery.
And how does the gut microbiome of a cesarean-born baby differ from a naturally born baby?
See, there's quite a difference in the microbiome of babies born by cesarean section and those babies born naturally. Babies born naturally pass through the mother's vaginal canal, where the initial transfer of the mother's beneficial bacteria occurs. So an example of this beneficial bacteria is your lactobacillus, which is one of the most abundant bacteria in the vaginal wall. On the other hand, infants born by cesarean section do not benefit from this as they are extracted from the mother's abdomen. So they instead acquire bacteria from the mother's skin or from the hospital environment, which is not ideal.
Initial transfer of beneficial bacteria or probiotics from mother to child is therefore critical. Can you elaborate on the initial role of these probiotics?
The type of bacteria transferred is important because it sets the stage for lifelong development of a strong immune system. The type of bacteria transferred is important not only because bacteria can either be beneficial or may lead to the development of immune-related diseases. You want to have a diverse microbiome, and the more diverse the microbiome, the stronger the immune system.
Two important considerations for the development of a strong immune system. First, the specific type of probiotic and the development of a diverse microbiome. So how does this relate to CS-born babies?
CS-born babies have significantly lower bacterial diversity, which may not optimize the development of their immune systems. They also have a different set of initial bacteria to colonize their gut. So the initial bacteria is important because it sets the tone for developing a diverse microbiome. So lactobacillus, as I mentioned, is one of the more dominant microbes in the vaginal canal and is considered a pioneer microbe.
How does lactobacilli specifically help other good bacteria survive?
You have to understand first that the human gut is rich in oxygen. So for you to consider a good probiotic, it must survive the oxygen-rich environment as well as acid from the gastric environment of the gut. And it reaches the intestines intact where they're able to colonize and multiply. If it cannot survive and be retained there, these probiotics will just exit the body as part of the stool and cannot impart their benefits to the immune system. So an example of your good probiotic would be your lactobacillus species. It's an aerobic bacteria that can survive oxygen and resists acid in the stomach.
How does the diversity of the gut microbiome specifically relate to the infant and young children's health?
Studies link that an infant's diverse microbiome leads to the development of a healthy immune system and improved cognitive performance. Conversely, studies show that a less diverse gut microbiome, such as those found in cesarean-born babies, may not optimize the growth and development of the immune system.
Therefore, the important message coming across here is it's not just any probiotic will do, but specifically lactobacilli is critical as a pioneer microbe to colonize the gut. Are there different types of lactobacilli probiotics?
There are a number of lactobacilli probiotics, and they would vary on the survival and retention rates. So your lactobacillus fermentum has a high survival rate and a high retention rate amongst all the lactobacillus species. In addition, studies show that it also increases the level of bifidobacterium, which is another beneficial bacteria.
So it seems that lactobacilli is very critical as a probiotic. Now, can you share with us, though, the benefits of lactobacillus fermentum specifically?
Several studies have shown the following benefits. Number one, it has antimicrobial properties, which inhibits the growth of disease-causing bacteria, such as your E. coli, your Salmonella, and your Staphylococcus. Secondly, it has also been shown to reinforce the immune system after influenza vaccination, and it has clinically been proven to significantly reduce the risk of gastrointestinal infections, such as your diarrhea and respiratory tract infections.
In essence, although CS babies may initially have a compromised microbiome, there are steps that a mother can take to support her baby born via CS in order to strengthen the immune system. So what can a mother do, for instance?
Breastfeeding. See, breastfeeding plays a vital role. An infant's diet can also influence the microbiome development. Breast milk is a complete food that provides a diverse microbiome, which includes your lactobacillus and your bifidobacterium. So the first 1,000 days is crucial for the child to develop the right set of microbiome. Whether vaginal or cesarean-born, breastfeeding would provide a chance to develop a diverse microbiome, which would greatly help the development of a child's immunity. Studies show that support intervention may be beneficial with the right type of microbiome, such as your lactobacillus fermentum, which has a high survival rate and a high retention rate that would support the growth of other pertinent bacteria, particularly your bifidobacterium.
Thank you, Dr. Vito Gonzalez. It has been a most informative and interesting session with you and for many of our viewers. Any final message or advice for our Nutri-MD mothers?
Breastfeeding is always the best. It's the gold standard. It provides the child a chance to develop a diverse microbiome, which would in turn strengthen his immunity throughout life.
In closing, we have learned that natural spontaneous delivery is the preferred delivery mode. However, when complications arise, CS or cesarean section delivery is a life-saving intervention for both mother and child. The mode of delivery can affect the diversity of the gut microbiome, which is essential in developing a strong immune system to fight against disorders or diseases. Cesarean-born babies have less diverse gut microbiome than natural-born babies, which have been linked to a higher risk of immune-related diseases such as gastrointestinal infections, respiratory tract infections including asthma, atopic dermatitis and eczema, up to becoming overweight, leading to diabetes in later life. However, the good news is probiotic support can help. Not just any probiotic will do, but specifically lactobacilli probiotics. A mother can support her CS-born infants toward developing a strong immune system by breastfeeding. Breast milk is a complete food that is rich in nutrients, including beneficial probiotics such as Lactobacillus fermentum that can support an infant's developing immune system to protect the child from diseases and infections. Dr. Vito Exales, thank you once again. And to our viewers, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. And we look forward to be together again in our next episode. Thank you. If you want us to cover any topic on nutrition for your children, contact us at talk2.nutrimd@gmail.com.